Welcome back to Satisfactory 1.0. Today we're going to expand our copper plant to actually make copper sheets. If you remember, right now we're making we got these two smelters making 45 ingots right now. We've got two constructors over here making wire, and there's another constructor kind of hiding over there making wire as well. But these two are connected to merge together to that constructor right there, which is making cable, and they're all going into a various storage containers. So I'm going to hop down here real quick and we're going to talk about how we're going to expand it, and then we'll do the expansion in a bit of a time lapse. So let's pull up a constructor, see what it's going to take to make copper sheets. Copper sheets require 20 ingots, and that'll give us 10 per minute, which is plenty for us what we need to do. So we need to expand this to make 20 more ingots. So how many more ingots are we making over here? So right now it's 1-to-1 ore to ingots. So we need 20 more of these. In order to make 20 more of these, we're going to have to overclock this. So let's go ahead and add 20 plus 45 is 65. Okay, that's cool. But the problem is our belts are Mark I belts, and they're only going to do, tell you what, I'm going to shut this off while we do this. So our Mark I belts only do 60 a minute, and we need to upgrade our belts, and then we need to also, our smelters only do 30 a minute. So we're either going to have to overclock these or add one more to, well, I think we're doing 15 in this one. So we're going to have to do one more smelter, and one more constructor to get this lined up. So one thing we haven't talked about is upgrading and downgrading your belts, and we'll just do it from here. Right now we have our Mark II belts. As you can see, this Mark II belt. All we have to do to upgrade our belts or even downgrade them is select the belt you want, highlight it, and then click it. And now we got Mark II belts. Let's look at this one. See, this Mark I. It should show me if I highlight it. And now if I want to upgrade it, I'm going to select my Mark II belt. Whoops, Mark II belt. And then that'll upgrade it. Now if I want to downgrade it, I could again do the same thing. Select the belt that I want. So I'll go to our construction menu, select belt 1, and now it's downgraded. And when you upgrade or downgrade whatever materials you replace this with, it gets stuck back into your inventory. But we need Mark II belts all the way around, so we're going to get that going here in a little bit. And then we're going to redo some things up over there a little bit as well. So we will begin with a time lapse here. I'm going to have to expand our foundations a little bit out here, and then we will go from there. Okay, well, I wanted to crank this up from 45 to 65, but when I added one more power shard, it only gave me 60, so I need 3 power shards. I could do that, or I can underclock something to make it a little bit better, and I think, well, since we kind of got it all set up, we'll go ahead and make this 65. We will get more power shards as we go. We'll get actually a bunch as we continue on. And even further on down the game, you can actually have a factory making power shards, but we are a long way from that. So with that, let's do a quick overview of what we've done, and we will go from there. Let's do it. We've upgraded our copper facility now. we've added another smelter. Well, let's talk about the miner first. We've overclocked the miner. It's doing 65 ore per minute. Remember, we're sitting on a impure node with a Mark 1 miner does 30 a minute. We need 65, so we've overclocked it 216.667% to get that. Takes us 3 power shards, which we happen to have. This smelter is underclocked to do 20 ingots a minute because that was the addition that we made to it. We could have just used these 2 smelters and overclocked one of them, maybe, but I don't think I had enough power shard. Well, I had one more. I could have done it with that. But to save power shards, since we don't have a lot at the moment, we didn't need to do that. But now we have 3, and they're making 65 ingots. Those ingots are feeding into here. This hasn't changed. These 2 are making wire into our, wire so that we can make cable. This one's making wire so that we can use it for just building things, and this is making copper sheets, which should start spitting out here in a moment, and there they go. So we'll bank these up because I want to get, there's a thing called a smart splitter. When we get the smart splitter, it will help us with our inventory management and some other things along the way to help us our bases be more efficient. That's what I'm trying to say. But that's 100%. When it gets all spun back up again, because I turned that off, it's not up to 100% speed, but it will get spun back up and everything will be underway. In the process of doing what we were doing, I did notice a crash site over there, which we're going to get. Let me disable fly mode, and then I won't be Superfly anymore. I'll just be me walking on the ground. So right over here, I did see a crash site earlier when I was gathering up materials. I haven't done anything with it. Remember, I'm trying to get cast screws as an alternate recipe. Ooh, look, this has got, it's got a spitter by it, and it's not just a small splitter, it's a bigger splitter. It's called an alpha spitter, yeah. And those guys are our regular hatchers with the crabs. We can crouch with C, and I might be able from this distance with our rebar gun take out those hatcheries. I think I hit it. There is gravity and it'll come down a little bit on it, but if we hit it enough, yes, we got that one, so we don't have to worry about him. Might be able to aggravate that guy. Alright, here he comes. He's looking for us. He hadn't quite seen us yet. I could probably take him out. It probably takes 2 there. He's seen us now, but that's alright. We'll get him. Watch the plasma. Ooh, okay. He put a hurt on us. You see we went down three squares. Watch it dodge. He's spitting them up. Okay, then we got him. Good. We'll get all those remains in a minute. Let's go ahead and take out this hatcher, and then we will see what this guy needs to open up so we can get the hard drive. Stood up. Now it's going to come out. I shouldn't have stood up. Alright, but now we just have to take these guys out. And they'll come at us and they'll dive bomb us, but if we back up as they're coming at us, they're going to come from above. We can generally take them out. Maybe. Oh, he got me. He got it right. Alright, so we got the spitter remains. Now we're going to go ahead and pick up the hatcher remains. Now remember, around crash sites you'll find various items like stators. We can't make stators yet, but we can use them. Encased industrial beams, can't make those yet, but we can use them later. And steel pipes, and I don't have enough space. I tell you what, I will be right back after I empty some of this, and we'll pick up right back here. Oh, we're back now and have a fair amount more inventory space, so we're going to go ahead and continue picking up the items around this crash site, and then we will look at the crash site to see what it needs. Now remember, these crash sites have hard drives in them, and they all require various things. I think the last one we opened needed rotors. This one needs 150 megawatts, which we can do. We'll just throw down some temporary biomass burners. So for 100 megawatts, we're going to need at least 3, which will actually give us 120, but that's okay. These are just temporary. We're just going to kind of drop them. Let's get some poles to them. Oops, let me do it this way because I'm going to run out of spots on my poles. And then let's go ahead and do a split on our it doesn't take a whole lot to open these, but you do need some biomass of some sort to power these up, and then we will hook this up to the pod and then be able to eject the hard drive. So we're going to take power from this pole and hook it up there. Now we should have enough power. We do. Pull down the lever all the way and we'll pull out the hard drive.
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired.
All right, now we'll tear down all of this stuff because it's all temporary. Put that all back in inventory, and we could run all the way back to our base and try to go ahead and start the scan, but we don't have to. We can go ahead and drop a temporary MAM, and we can go ahead and start the hard drive scan. And in 10 minutes, we'll find out the results, and maybe we will get cast screws. Maybe we won't. We shall see. Oh, let me pull it down and check real quick. I think we got. Oh no, we got wire previously, so we got iron wire. We can make wire now out of iron as opposed to just copper, which will make things better as we move down the road. Make things a little more efficient because we can find iron a whole lot easier. And that's still spinning up. So one other thing I did before we end this episode is I went ahead and started to beautify. In our awesome shop, I picked up, let me show you here, in our customizer, I can do some concrete foundations and some fix-it foundations and some other things. You can get more and more in the customizer as you go. Of course, you can do colors. I'm not very good with these colors, guys, so pick the color you want and have fun with it. You can do a custom. Whoops, let me show you how to do the custom colors. You can click edit on the custom, select your color scheme, and life is good. I'm not very good with that kind of stuff, but I did get the concrete finish for our foundations, and so I went ahead and kind of prettified some of these foundations to make it look like it's actually having support to hold up these foundations up here and hold up our copper plant, and also down there with our initial power plant. So I think with that we will call it an episode. I want to say thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing and liking if you did. If you haven't and you like it, please do. But go out there and have fun with this game, and leave your criticisms too, your comments as well. I appreciate those, but let's be nice because we're trying to have fun with this game and enjoy it. So go out there and go automate.